Hello guys, how are we all doing? Tonodo922 here with the next instalment of the Q&A. There's a lot more questions than I first thought. You guys have really gone for it this time around. So, kicking things straight off with B10 Manned 390 Morgan. Hi Jared, I have a few questions to ask you. One, what is your favourite station on the Midland Main Line? I do like Sheffield. I do like Leicester. I can hear a 66. Freightliner 66. 526. Will you return to Derby? Yes. What do you think of EMR's 156 is going to Northern? That's all the questions. Well, I mean, it's nice that the rolling stock is still being used, certainly. Now, I'd much rather see rolling stock being used with other operators rather than just being parked up or scrapped. They've still got years and years left in them. Network Panda 1, I have a question. Will you go to Prince's Risborough train station and transport there? If so, when? I've been there once before, but yes, I will go there again. In terms of when, I honestly haven't the faintest idea. Once I know, I'll put up an update on my channel with what my plans are. Pentalino. Right, Jason Marriott 27. Hi to Noda922. Thoroughly enjoy watching crossover. Thoroughly enjoy watching your videos. I've got two questions if that's fine. Totally not. Firstly, have you ever considered doing live streams on YouTube from stations? I have actually considered it, and it's probably something I will do at some point. Don't know when, but I will do it. And two, secondly, do you prefer the Class 221 Super Voyagers with Avanti or their new 805 units? Well, seeing as the Voyagers are actually, well, the Voyagers can tilt, and the 805s can't, gotta be the Voyagers, I'd say. Right. Jonathan Van Dyke, 1818. Hello, well, I didn't think you would be doing one of these. Yeah, I always do these sort of things. My question to you is, what is your opinion on TPE finally being nationalised and saving misery on the many millions that use the company? Well, yeah, it's a long time coming because they were in a mess. They were in a real mess. And that's putting it politely. Right, Yoshi the Gamer 77, when are you next filming at Welling North? I don't live far from there. I'm not too sure, but again, once I know, I'll put an update on my channel with what my plans are. Campster McFafson, love the name. Hi Jared, a mighty fine good morning to you, if you ask this in the morning that is. It's a mighty fine good evening. A quick couple of questions for you. One, what's your favourite livery on the 800 series? Excuse me, either current or concept. For me it's TPE, I agree, the transparent livery probably suits it the best. Two, do you have any idea where Avanti Voyagers and EMR Meridians are going when they're replaced? Right, from what I understand, the Avanti Voyagers are going to cross country. Some are with Grand Central to cover for the 180s that for whatever reason are really throwing their toys at the pram. The Meridians, I've heard, and this is loosely based, but I've heard 250s that they could possibly be going to Chiltern. Very possibly. I'd like to see Cross Country take them and bring back some of their older routes, or maybe even Grand Central can take a few. There you go, just answered that for you. Mr. Lamb Call 3123, can you do a rush hour film at Hereford? No, I can't. I can't do a rush hour film at Hereford because Hereford is too far away. If I do go to Hereford, it will be for a normal film. Mr. Lamb Call 3123 again. Can you do a video based on the new Avanti West Coast trains replacing the Super Voyagers? What is it, like a review? I mean, I can do. I mean, what would be amazing is if Avanti would give me the chance to actually go onto their trains before they come out in public and almost review one. If they could do that, that would be amazing. I would love to do stuff like that. That'd be fantastic to be able to go to depots and review trains. I'd love that. I'd be like a kid in a sweet shop. Right, Colin 2C Train 758. Can you do a film at Salisbury sometime, please? Yep, I'll give that a go at some point for you. Wayne Lucas 6483. What's your favourite place to go to? What, holiday-wise? I love going to Seville. Alex Donald 3779. I noticed on Rush Hour TFW puts a single 150 on a long distance service like Milford Haven to Manchester and really gets overcrowded even with bikes. Do you think it's a bit weird and the company can do better? Oh god, yes. I mean, it's not even Rush Hour when they do the ludicrous things. I mean, they stick 150s and 3-car 175s on the Milford Haven to Manchester runs on a Saturday, and those trains are heaving. You know, it's just, it's baffling. It's baffling to me. Clearly, TFW know what they're doing. Right. Trains MS5 QG. What do you think about the Eurovision livery on the 350s? Awful. Do you think that the Stadler trains sound like a musical Electrostar? Yeah. Yeah, I'd go along with that. Simon is the GOAT, 1235. Are you, though? Are you? Can you please do more Southeastern Orpington, because I live there, and when is your next one? Orpington is on the cards. I actually have a plan to do the Southeastern Main Line as a series this year. I need to pull my finger out and really get that started. I can go away for a start. Right, Rachel Sexual Health Chat 1871. Interesting name there. My question is, what do you think will happen to the Class 379s? I don't know. It is actually really, really odd what's happened to them. I mean, from what I understand, Greater Anglia actually parked them up because they were becoming way too expensive to run from the train leaser. They became far too expensive. They just parked them up and left them. They won't get scrapped. They're way, way too new to be scrapped. Either Greater Anglia will take them back for one of their routes somewhere, or another TSC will take them up. Tracy Bremond, 8520 thing. Do you think Philip Schofield is a nice person? Yeah, I don't know the bloke enough, you know. Literally, all you see about these TV personalities is what you see on TV or hear about on the news or read about in newspapers or on social media. I mean, I'm sure in real life he's probably a nice person, but you just hear stories. So, you know, you have to sort of just make up your own judgment as you go along on that one. Pendolino. A very random person, 859. That's 39009 there. Thank you to Nader92 for entertaining us all with amazing and humorous videos ever since 2010, and long may your legacy continue. That's very kind. Thank you very, very much. Here are some questions from me. 1. What is your earliest train memory? Standing at Leighton Buzzard back in the 90s, and an LMS steam loco came through hauling a rail tour. Came through on the fast lines. 2. What is the best train photo you have ever taken? It's awkward because I don't really take photos. I'm more of a videographer myself, more than a photographer. I suppose I've taken some crackers in Europe. I've taken a good one in Sheffield. I've taken a few good ones in Crewe. There's one in York I'm quite pleased with. It's one of the Transpennine units. I got the front end with the reflection in the nose. Did look the business. What made or inspired you to become a YouTuber? As I said, I was watching another YouTuber do his own thing, and I eventually got a Samsung tablet. I thought, oh, I fancy doing a film. It just sort of went on from there, really. That first film I did. What do you think is the best passenger or freight train that you've ever caught while filming? Passenger trains, it would be the Pullman when I was filming in Ashford. Freight, I do like the car train. 5. What is one train that you saw but didn't film and you completely regret not filming it ever since? Northern Belle. Years and years ago, I was seeing a friend up in Newcastle, and the train pulled up. But I never got the quick little photo or video of it. I just saw it. I regret not filming it. I've never seen it since. What era would you go back to just to film trains out, and why? I would go to I'd probably go to the early 60s, I'd say. Early 60s for me. Because it would just be amazing. I mean, the railways back then, they were a hive of activity. Thomas Mahoney, 4991. Hi Tornado, Thomas here. Been watching your videos on and off for years, and now I'm a uni student. Feel free to choose any of these questions. Well, I'll do both because I'm nice like that, as there's another pairing of 350s about to storm past. 1. What should be done about the terrible under-provision of trains on the Welsh Marches line that you saw at Shrewsbury? Class 150s running the Manchester to Cardiff. Absolutely ludicrous. That really, really, really needs seeing into, because I don't know why they think it's acceptable. 2. Are you a car or aviation fan as well as doing train spotting? Yep, love my cars, and I'm not massive on planes, but I'm getting there. Max Broadhurst, 841. Do you have any plans to revisit the Chiltern Main Line in the near future? Well, now that the line has been, the line between Didcot and Oxford has been reopened, yep, I'll go down there and do some filming. Alex Donald, 3779. When is your next international station? Also, could you film Zurich Hauptbahnhof? Just wait. I've got something planned, and I think you're all going to like it. Trent Junction 5676. Might have been asked before, but why do you use a tablet to record on instead of a camcorder? Cheers. I think doing it on a tablet, it gives me the chance to... It's my own unique take, because everybody films on camcorders these days. Yes, I know camcorders have 4K resolution, you can zoom in, and it's fabulous, absolutely amazing. I don't knock anybody who does filming on a camcorder, but doing it with a tablet, it gives my own unique blend on filming. The camera quality is perfectly acceptable, and the sound is absolutely fine. Okay, you do pick up some of the wind, can't be helped, but no, it gives a unique perspective for me filming, because it's all handheld. This is actually how I film it. So the tablet is tucked in my hands as such. Well, actually, it's more so. It is like this. This is basically how I hold them. But yeah, it just gives my own unique flair. Koi 151. Remembering my early days as a train spotter, armed with a pen and notebook to write down the numbers. Upon returning home, underlining the numbers in Ian Allen's combined volume, so you had a record of what you copped. Are publications available with the various train numbers to keep a record, or do the modern day spotters just use the various electrical devices? Love your channel so much too, enjoy. Looking forward to future content, many thanks. There are books, as far as I'm aware, I don't use them myself, but as far as I'm aware, there are books available that have today's rolling stock, as you can get the numbers down. But I actually do see a lot of spotters still with the pen and paper. You can't go wrong with pen and paper. Get out my eye. Let's go back on that one. Right. No, I don't want to do that. Here we go. Right, Tom Train Spotter 7231. One being not entirely a train-related question. 1. Throughout the years of filming / spotting, what's been the all-time number one highlight? I suppose it's having the ability to film over in continental Europe and go to some of the most breathtaking stations I've ever seen architecturally, and the type of trains that I've seen. 2. What is your all-time Star Wars movie? Ooh. Oh no, see, if I get the Star Wars fans up on here, I'm going to cause anarchy. Okay, 4, 5 and 6, they are some of the best films you've ever seen. 1, 2 and 3, I do love The Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones, I'm not sure about that one. Revenge of the Sith is actually a very, very good film. you know, Order 66. It's the scene that sits with you, because it's just like, you think, wow, it's all been building up to this, like, the Chancellor, or Palpatine's going, right, I've got the Jedi scattered across the galaxy, they've got an entire battalion of clones with them, I'm going to get the clones to betray them. Great scene. Yeah, Phantom Menace is great. A New Hope, yeah, A New Hope is amazing. Empire Strikes Back, classic. Return of the Jedi, brilliant. The newest 3 films that Disney have made, awful. Absolutely awful. And I hope you're keeping well. Yes, I'm doing very well, thank you. I hope you are too. Koshik Gosh 257, what cars did your parents and grandparents have? My grandfather had a Vauxhall Cavalier. They've had many. I can't begin to remember all of them they've had. They've had Toyotas, Nissans, Daewoo's, Citroens. They've had loads. I can't possibly begin to remember all of them. And Thera Productions. Hi there. Hi. So there we are. My questions. Okay. Tongue twister. Well done. 1. What's your favourite train station? Carlisle. 2. When some people recognise you when you're not filming, what do you say? And when you're filming, well, if anybody sees me and they come up to me and say, "Oh, are you Janetta 922?" I always play with them. I go, "I might be," and they always ghost at me. It still gets me to this day that people recognise me. It really does, because I never really know how to react, because like people say, "Oh, you know, you're famous. You're a celebrity doing this sort of thing now." I never think of myself as that. I just think of myself as a regular run-of-the-mill person who's just happy to share his habit, it's a drug, share his hobby with the rest of the world. I can hear a 66. Freightliner 66, really going for it. 564. It's holding a lot of fresh air. Yeah, I know. I'm always happy when people recognise me. I do think it's fantastic. I love chatting to them and getting to know them. What's your next train spotting? Well, the next actual proper video is going to be Manchester Piccadilly. What's happened for the Severn Valley Railway? They're making money, so hopefully all will be well. Thanks all for Jared, a French fan from Lille. Merci beaucoup. Right. Might have to even push for another part after this. Right, James Cowell 6064. Hi Jared, my name is James Cowell. I watch your videos all the time and I really enjoy them. Thank you very much. I would like to know if there are any stations in the UK that you haven't visited yet but would like to go to. Oh, there's loads. You know, how long's a piece of string? There are so many stations around the UK that I want to go to that I haven't had the chance to go to yet. The list is endless and always growing. Favourite mainline place to go to? I do like Carlisle, as I've always said, and yet I don't go there often enough. Work that one out. If you could give me a special shout out, that would be great, James Cowell. There you go. Consider it done. Shyhan the Train Spotter. How do you know where all the trains that are passing through the station go to? Because I can only use National Rail and see the trains that are only stopping at the station I'm in. I use a website called Real Time Trains for all of my information. User PM6EJ7WY2Z. Oh my lord above. Can I get a shout out? Well done. 1. Favourite type of kebab? Large mixed with mayonnaise. Favourite type of beer? I do love myself a beer Moretti. Favourite Saturday night film? One that I've not watched for a while, but Planes, Trains and Automobiles. You've also got Knight's Tale, Independence Day, Indiana Jones, Star Wars. Yeah, that would be that. Daffyd Williams 9563. Oh my lord above. What on earth? Okay, this is going to take me a while. Hi Tornado, how are you and you're keeping well? Apologies for the GCSE essay, but thought I would like to thank you for all of the entertaining videos that you make. As someone who is visually impaired, I have to travel on trains a lot and gives me an idea what done stations are like. Also, don't worry about getting the films you want to get done, whether it's illness, strikes or engineering works, these things set to try us. Anyway, I have a few questions, if you please, so kind to answer. Of course. Number one, train related. What are the differences between the Class 221 and the 220s? And the 222s run by EMR, as I can't see any difference. Right, the 220s are 4-car, 221s are 5, so 220s are known as Voyagers, 221s Super Voyagers. That's basically that one. The 222s, well, they're known as Meridians, built by the same family, but they can't run with a Voyager because the electronics are different. So if you were to couple them up, they wouldn't talk to each other. When there are two 5-coach Class 800s put together to make a 10-coach train, are there 2 train guards, conductors / managers? You've probably got one guard for that, but you've probably got 2 train managers. So that way tickets can be checked on both sets. I think that's how it works. I've not travelled on a 10-car train for quite some time. 3. If possible, could you please describe the livery of some trains from different train companies when filming, especially if a freight train has a special livery? I do understand this may not be possible as they come at you thick and fast at more busier stations. I'll try my best. Non-train question. As I know you're a big rugby fan, who do you think will win the Rugby World Cup this year? I'm guessing Ireland. Now you see, the smart money's in Ireland, but I reckon they've peaked too early. I mean, the Six Nations, they were something else, but I think they've peaked. I reckon that France won't do it. France are going to fold. I reckon that the dark horse will be England. But I think it could be the Springboks. And thank you for your time reading this out. And P.S. I would be happy to help with the pronunciations of the Welsh towns next time you film at Cardiff. Even with your help, I guarantee I would still make a complete hash of it. Alex Donald 3779, are you planning to bring back the journey videos? No, unfortunately I won't be. Lisa Smith, hi Jared, have you ever fallen asleep on a train and missed your stop? Yep. Have you ever been in a car that has broken down? Yep. Favourite holiday destination? I do love Seville in Spain. Gorgeous city. Colin 2C Train 758. Please may you film at West Ruislip on the Chiltern Main Line sometime. I will try my utmost. Yuri Train Spotting, what is your opinion on the 221s? I think they're fine personally. I've got no issues with them. They're very comfortable. Yeah, they're just nice. Alex Donald 3779. I've seen crazy people always risking their lives. Others like sitting on the platform edge with a train about to pass through a station at 80 miles an hour. What's the stupidest thing you saw people do on a platform? It was actually several years ago when I was filming on the Southwestern Main Line, and a woman and husband, well I assume it was a husband, a partner, were walking with their pram down a platform, and this particular platform started to narrow. So, yeah, it's narrowing like this, and they're walking with this pram, bloody wide pram, as a train's coming in. And I'm filming this. I'm just standing there in utter shock. It's like, what possesses you, you know? St Albans Transport Kid 7322. Hold on, I can hear a 66. So GB66 737. Yeah, so St Albans Transport Kid 7322. Can you do London Bridge again? Yep, I will do. And St Albans Transport Kid 7322 again for the final one. What is your favourite EMU? It is the 321, and always will be. You can't beat the 321 at all. And that is that. That is all the questions done. So a really, really, really big thank you to everybody who has contributed. It really means a hell of a lot to me. I hope I managed to answer all of your questions as best I can. Some of them I did have to rattle through quite quickly, but some of them were fairly run-of-the-mill. So it was nice and easy for me. The more complicated ones, a little bit fettling there. But yes, a massive thank you to everyone who's contributed. I will continue to do these things for as long as they are feasibly possible. If it gets to the extent where I'm going to have about 1 million questions, I might have to then start picking out some of the best ones. But until then, I'll just keep doing these where I can. So, until my next ones, and for when I do my train spotting videos, I shall catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Take care.